What's up, guys? Today we're talking about the Ka-bar TDI original and all the reasons you need one of these bad boys. Can you handle it? What is up, guys? It's Mike from SuburbanSheepdog.com and GearsGunsandGrub.com. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Ka-bar TDI fixed blade knife. Now, this knife was initially created for law enforcement. So in the event that somebody was going to take the officer's gun, or there was a little bit of a scuffle and the officer couldn't get to his gun, this would typically be carried in the offhand position, and then that way the officer could either reach across, grab and draw, or with his offhand reach and with an underhand grip be able to defend off the attacker and hopefully get to his weapon. This knife, as you can see here, has a blade length of about 2.3 inches and an overall length of just over 5.5 inches. It's a drop point style blade, and it is in stainless steel. The grip is a Zytel grip, which what that means is that it's essentially a glass reinforced nylon. And you can see the screws holding the grip onto the tang. So extremely nice knife, and this thing is a bad mamma jamma. I'll tell you that this is the original, and there is a larger version of this. It does tend to be kind of big, I feel like, and it runs about $10 more than this particular knife. You can get this knife in a smooth edged blade or a serrated blade. Serrated obviously serves its own purposes for, if you're in a situation where, you have to defend yourself with a knife. Hopefully that's never the case. It will do more damage. However, I like the smooth blade just for everyday practical use, if you are going to use this for an everyday blade or for resharpening purposes. Now, I will tell you that I use this particular knife in cases where I can't carry my gun. So let's say I'm going out and I'm in a place that prohibits guns, or I'm going to go out and have a beer or something, and it is legal for me to carry a concealed knife, then this is what I'm going to carry. I do tend to carry this in an appendix style, and that's because I typically carry my gun appendix, so all of the muscle memory and things like that in terms of where I can find my weapon is all in the same place. So that's just what works for me. Now, I'm absolutely no expert in knife fighting at all, so again, that's just my personal preference, and there's some of you that may have a better idea about it. Now, here's what, when you get the knife, it's going to come with this injected molded sheath, and it comes with a kind of a nice metal a belt loop with a little notch in there, so that it really, when you go to draw, it snags on your belt, and it's very secure. You'll also get a small micro Torx bit and a couple extra screws to help you if in the event that you adjust this belt loop or belt carrier, or you lose one of these screws, or you want to tighten it or loosen it for different retention purposes. That's what that's for. Now, I'll tell you that this was my least favorite part of the knife. The reason why, and I'm probably just being overcritical, is you can see in here, which is meant for your index finger to go into it. When it's in the factory sheath, you cannot get a good grip all the way in there. So I found myself gripping much like I would with my gun, and when I would pull, my finger is dangerously close to the sharp edge of this blade. Now, that could just be me. I need some practice. It could just be I'm not used to this particular knife, whatever. But another thing I noticed was I just didn't like the retention qualities of this, and that could be because I'm a little spoiled. As you guys know, I make my own Kydex products. I do make these. They are for sale, and on this one that I've designed, you can get a full grip down onto the handle with your finger. So I also feel like I've got a better retention to it, in a quicker draw. This thing's never going to fall out. I've changed the belt loop to a 1.5 inch plastic injected mold that I use on a lot of my holsters, and this one happens to just be in the coyote tan color, which I think looks good with the black loop. But overall, I really like this package together. The knife, I feel, is fantastic, and when you pair it with this Kydex sheath, I think it's even better. Now, the way I do carry this one is sometimes I'll carry it inside the waistband, but more often than not I find myself carrying it in between my pants and my outer belt layer, and that's just because of how thin it is. Then all that's going to be exposed is that area right there. So then you're just going to again reach, draw as normal, then you can slash, stab, whatever, overhand, underhand, or whatever happens to be the case. Overall, cannot say enough about this knife. Again, it is a bad mamma jamma. 2 downsides to the knife. 1, injected molded sheath. Some people love it. I just didn't. Although there are aftermarket options available, including mine. I'm not selling you on mine, but these are available out there. The other thing I wish is that I wish this blade was made in the US. This one happens to be, and you can see right there, it's made in Taiwan. Nothing against Ka-bar. They do have other options that are made in the US with different style knives. Again, this is the Ka-bar TDI. You can look that up. It stands for Tactical Defense Industries, and that is their logo right there on the blade. Very cool knife overall. Check it out on Amazon. I put links on this page so that you can shop it around. A small one and a large one is available. I think this one's perfect, and it is a fantastic option for your EDC. Check it out. I hope you like it.